Hello and welcome back to FAFO Fridays with the Ballistic Machinist. And today we're going to start some shenanigans with black powder rifles. Alright, well I hope you've been enjoying the FAFO Fridays series. We've really enjoyed making them and we're going to continue. Let me know what you think about this black powder idea. Trying to push that up and seeing how devastating we can actually make one with some modern ideas. If you could head over to the website at ballisticmachinist.com and sign up for our newsletter to stay up to date on when we have new product releases, and go to the Where to Buy tab and get you some of the interceptors. It would go a long way to help us continue doing what we're doing here. So let's get back to the video. So for a while now, I have been wondering what I could do with the black powder to really push up the damage and all the stuff that you can do, kind of like what I do with shotgun slugs. So I'm going to start going down the road of experimenting with black powders and throw them into some of the FAFO Fridays here. And this week we're going to do steel ball bearings. So let's take a look at what we got. Alright, so this is the setup that we got this week. We've got 7/16 steel ball bearings and these 20 thou thick patches. Now when you do the 437 thousandths that these are, with the patches, that's going to give you a little bit of compression on here, and I'm hoping that will work. And we're going to drive them with 100 grains of 777 powder, and we will see what kind of feet per second we can get out of this thing. Alright, well, we got the rifle all loaded up with the steel ball bearing and 100 grains of the 777 powder, and these bearings weigh 86 grains. So they should be going super fast. I've never really experimented with black powder, so I don't know if it's going to work the same as it does with smokeless powder as far as getting the extra speed, but we're about to find out. We got the chronograph ready here, and hopefully the patch doesn't screw it up and it reads it. Let's give it a try. 2,024 feet a second. All right, well, we walked down to the target. I didn't really have a good aiming point or anything, but we did find that we hit right there. You can see a nice, perfectly round hole. 2,000 feet a second is a little slower than I was hoping for, but let's see what else we can do with it. All right, so the 2,024 feet a second is substantially less than I was hoping for. However, I cannot get the percussion cap nipple out of this rifle, so the pellets I'm using are recommended for 209 shotgun primers. That could be a little bit of the problem. I'm going to work on trying to get that out because I have the proper nipple to put in the rifle. Anyways, this time we're going to try to hit these cinder blocks down here. Seems how we got some pretty decent accuracy, and see what they do to a cinder block. And I think I see something, but I'm not sure. Let's go check it out. I didn't notice this until I stood up, but that one, we got 2,297. So we're getting a little bit more. I think we'll get a lot more when we get the 209 shotgun primer. Let's go check out the target. All right, well, here we are down at the cinder block, and you can see the impact right there. And it just took the chunk or the corner right off that block. We got this piece that was up here. You can see where we hit it. I think we're going to try one more for today, being the starter, and we'll move on from there. All right, well, we took an extra shot off camera, and we hit it, put a hole clear through one side, but it didn't really have any damage apparent to the back side. And we looked around and found the ball. It's got a little bit of patch stuck to the back of it here. And then you can see all the striations and everything that the concrete caused as it went through. Pretty effective. Let's move on to some water jugs. All right, well, we moved over here to the table. We got 4 water jugs lined up, and we're going to see what the steel ball bearing will do to those. Let's see what it does. All right, let's go check it out. All right, so here we are down at our jugs, and this was our first one. And at first, I thought that was the entrance, but this side is the entrance, and I believe it blew it back into the second one, and that's why it caved in the back of the bottle. So it completely opened up the first one, split the second one in two, went into the third one, came out, and then it went completely through the fourth one. So I believe that there is some real potential to penetrate maybe some body armor or something like that with these steel ball bearings. And I want to work my way up to a big enough charge and maybe something that'll go through some hard body armor and maybe even mess up some level 4. So I hope you enjoyed the video, and thank you for watching.